Hello everyone, in today's video we are going to discuss how to write answers for board exams in class 10th. To help you with that, we have a sample question from this year's sample paper. Let's take a look at the question. Now the question is an omission based question. It simply says, in the following passage one word has been omitted in each line. Write the missing word in any 4 sentences, also along with the word that comes before and the word that comes after. Now students, this question is a paragraph based question. You are supposed to read the whole paragraph before beginning the question. In each line there will be a missing word. Identify the missing word and write it in the space provided. You have to remember the missing word should come between the word before and after. In order to solve this one by one, let's read the question again. Now, in this paragraph, the first line says, Himachal Pradesh a good place for eco camp. Now, for the first sentence, the answer is already provided to us in the question itself. It says, Himachal Pradesh is a good place. When we read the sentence, we identify that there is a verb missing in the question, and therefore the correct answer that has been provided is a verb in order to connect the sentence and its multiple parts. Now when you read the second line, Pine Hill Eco Camp, one of the ecotourism resorts. Again in the second line, there is no verb to connect these two parts of the sentence. Pine Hill Eco Camp 1. Now there is no verb that is supposed to join these words to each other, and therefore we can easily understand that to complete this sentence I again require a helping verb, and thus the correct answer should be camp is 1. Why do we require is instead of was? Because the dominant tense of the paragraph is present tense. Similarly, look at the next line. Pine Hill Eco Camp is one of the ecotourism resorts near Barog, Himachal Pradesh. Now, Barog, Himachal Pradesh are two places without any connecting link between the two. So clearly when you read the sentence, you notice that there has to be a link to join these two places to each other. What is the most common response? It requires a preposition. This place Barog is situated in Himachal Pradesh, and thus the most appropriate response to this would be a particular preposition, and thus I can easily see Barog in Himachal Pradesh. So look at these two responses. Make sure that you remember the fact that every answer has to be underlined before you proceed to the next one. Why are you supposed to underline? Because this is part of the attempting clarity of the question. Similarly, when I move further, ecotourism is gaining popularity each passing day. In this sentence, based on spoken English, it sounds fairly simple to say each passing day is a phrase that refers to continuity. However, popularity each passing day, there is no joining link for these two parts of the sentence. How am I supposed to complete this sentence? Again, we require a preposition that is supposed to join these two parts. Which is the most appropriate preposition here? Popularity with each passing day, and thus the most appropriate preposition is with. Moving on, the sentence says that more people won't get away from the hectic schedules. Now students, remember, want and get both are verbs. However, in this sentence we don't need another verb get, we need an infinitive. Now an infinitive verb form has a structure of 2 plus the first form. The first form is written, but the preposition to is missing, and thus I can easily identify that the correct response to this omission should be people want to get away from the hectic schedules. Therefore, I can easily write 2 as my correct answer. Now students, we already have 4 responses and the question is a 4-marker question, and thus for each correct answer you get 1 mark. Now because we are preparing for our exams, we should definitely attempt the whole question while we are practicing for a better performance in the actual exam. So how to complete the question? The last line also says, this become a favorite tourist spot. Now notice, become is a third form of the verb. It never comes without a helping verb. So how am I supposed to complete the sentence? I can easily identify that since it's a third form, I should have a matching helping verb. In this case, because it's present tense, the matching helping verb should be has. Therefore, this has become a favorite tourist spot. Now, when you look at your responses, understand that to attempt the question, you have to notice the missing link between every component of a sentence. Which are the most common missing links that you identify? You have helping verbs, you have prepositions, you also have determiners, pronouns, etc. that allow you to complete a sentence in a correct grammatical fashion. Therefore, to sum it up, a marking scheme of 1 mark per correct answer has to be your guideline here. For every response, you get 1 mark. 2 things that you have to keep in mind. First, the word before and after the missing word should be written. If this is not written in your answer sheet, you will not get 1 full mark. And second, the missing word should be underlined. Like we did, by underlining the missing word, you allow the examiner to notice your responses correctly at the very beginning of the answer. So I hope the response to the answer is clear. All the very best for your preparation, and do tune in for the actual responses to the entire board paper on your respective exam dates. Thank you so much.